guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're watching Avatar: The Last Airbender. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are watching episodes 5 and 6 of season 3 of Avatar: The Last Airbender. The last two episodes, so much character building for characters we already know and love and appreciate all those things about them. It went like this. It got bigger. Just Katara, we already knew was like the heart of this group. And like, that's one thing that I love about her so much, is that she's so empathetic and she's so sympathetic to people who are, worse off than her, or are sick, are hungry, downtrodden. They're living on a river full of pollution because the Fire Nation's making weapons. Like, the fact that she would try to go out of her own way so much to help these people, like, just warms my heart. But I think especially the moment that she had with Aang, where she was like apologizing for sneaking away in the middle of the night to help these people, and he's like, "Are you kidding? I love that." And I thought that that was like a really, really sweet moment, because she thought it was something she needed to apologize for. And really, it's the thing that we love about her, that like we're happy she's doing it. Aang was happy she was doing it. Sokka wasn't happy that his plans got thrown off, but like, in the end, he realized it was the right thing to do, and that he was always going to follow his sister. I love those moments. I love when they have those really close, grown-up, brotherly, sisterly moments, and especially when Sokka is feeling down on himself, and Katara comes over and is just like, hey, like, just because you can't do these things doesn't mean you're not important to the group, and he very much displayed that when he wasn't there, they didn't know what to do, they didn't know what the plan was, they didn't know how to read a map, and they certainly weren't funny. Toph was mean funny, but like, that's typically Toph. But him like going and learning something new, a new skill set, and finding a master and becoming better at something, I think is just that's growing up. But also with this group, like, it feels like you have to level up constantly, and he has the ability to do that. It's just going to be different than them. And him becoming a master swordsman, that's going to come in handy, I think, for the rest of the season, because we know somebody else who's really good with swords. Not that I want to see them fight, but damn. I absolutely loved the character building that we got with our group, because Katara is the heart and Aang is the soul, and Sokka is the brains, which is awesome. And Toph, she's the brawn, and I love that even more because she's the smallest one of the group, but she is mighty. I love our group. I really do. I think that they are well-rounded, and they're not perfect, but they're imperfectly perfect. I love that. And Iroh, like, you already love him. You already know you can depend on him to have like that kind of gentle old man heart, but like, he also has the heart of a warrior, and that's what you saw through that whole episode. Like him just like doing his push-ups, doing his sit-ups, and getting into shape and preparing himself and becoming stronger. And I didn't think we could get a physical change from Iroh, but I feel like we got a confidence change. Not that he wasn't already confident, but like, he was broken after what Zuko did to him. That was a person that he loved dearly and deeply, and still does probably, but like, definitely that wounded him. That wounded him very badly in his soul. And if anything, it motivated him to fight even harder. I didn't think we'd get a glow up. I didn't think that we would get like this character shift. Like, there was just so much that happened with Uncle Iroh, and with all of our characters. But like, Katara, Sokka, and Iroh in that last episode alone was fantastic. That's one thing about this show, is that the character building, like, it's not just like, oh, trials and tribulations, and then we're all happy at the end. It's like life lessons and becoming a better version of yourself. And it's like stuff that like you could take and like put in your ordinary, everyday life. Like, I'm in my 40s, and I have never sewn anything in my life, being that I'm 5'1". I've never sewn pants. I've never sewn t-shirts. I've never hemmed anything in my life. I bought a sewing machine and I'm learning how to sew. Might as well. But it's just like one of those things. As long as you're constantly willing to learn and get better, and build your own character in real life and be the main character of your story. But like, if you're always willing to just better yourself, That's a great lesson. That's such a great lesson. And we were seeing that with Zuko. And you know what? People stumble, they fall, they hit rock bottom. They've got to go back up. Now, he sent somebody out to find Aang, and I'm not happy about that. I know he's more terrified of disappointing his father than anything, so I understand it, but I don't like it. I would love, I don't think I'm necessarily going to get this, but I would love to see Azula actually have a moment where she has a little bit of self-awareness about how awful she is to people, how mean and scary she is. And like, that's not a great way to keep power. Like, that's short term, but like, to have people loyal to you, you actually have to be nice to them. You have to extend a kindness and an empathy to them. And I don't know if she knows how to do that, but I would love to see that from her. Not huge and grand scale, like my girl May. Like, if she's just like a smile, I don't know, I was gonna do an impression, but like, if she just like is like happy and like has like rosy cheeks and just a little upturn to her smile, like character building. Ty Lee, I don't know. She's adorable, but like, you know, growth from her would be great too. That's what I'm saying, is like growth from any of these characters is just, it's always just earned and warranted and wonderful and special. And even if it's a small dose or a big dose, it is just amazing what they've done with this show. I get why it's so popular, and I get why kids that grew up with it like still love it to this day, and they're showing it to their kids, and like I'm watching it and I talk about like this. I think I say this on a lot of videos now, but like I feel like this show is like my Roman Empire, where I think about it at least once a day. I at least once a day it comes into my mind. It's so fantastic. But guys, we're getting closer to, I think, the summer solstice. We're getting close to the dark, I was gonna say the dark days, the dark days of summer. That's not what it is. The day of darkness. Whatever. We're getting closer. They're gonna mention it again. Right now, there's so much information to retain that I'm trying to keep it to really important. Okay, guys, I'm super excited to get into these episodes, so let's get into it. The beach sounds like a vacation. Oh my goodness.
I'm so excited to spend the weekend on Ember Island.
It is a vacation.
It's gonna be great to hang out on the beach and do nothing.
Sure.
We're being sent away on a forced vacation.
Lighten up. So Dad wants to meet with his advisors alone, without anyone else around. Don't take it personally.
You know, if Azula's saying to lighten up, like, you're a little tense.
We used to come every summer when we were kids.
That was a long time ago.
Oh, Zuko. Kiddo, I just want you happy. Whatever that looks like, this isn't it.
Welcome to Ember Island, kids.
Creepy. Oh, it's a wee house.
It smells like old lady in here.
Gee, I wonder why.
Who are these two beautiful women?
Can't you tell?
Oof.
It's Lou and me.
Ooh, I love the seashell bedspread.
Are you serious? It looks like the beach threw up all over it.
I love her.
Ember Island is a magical place. Give it a chance.
Zuko.
And it can help you understand yourselves and each other.
Ooh.
The beach has a special way of smoothing even the most ragged edges.
Azula.
Time to hit the beach!
Oh, no, thank you. Oh, man.
Aang, I know swimming is fun and all, but do you really think you should be exposing yourself like that? Cover up. I'm wearing trunks. I know. It's your tattoos I'm worried about. What if someone sees you?
There are walls all around us. It's completely safe.
Uh-oh. Until you go down a waterfall and come out another side and there's people there seeing your arrows. That scary guy's gonna find him this way.
This has got to be the most boring job in the Fire Nation.
Yep.
Let's go again!
The Avatar's alive! We better send a messenger hawk to the Fire Lord.
Yep. Will it get intercepted by the big guy?
A black ribbon message. This is so exciting.
Yikes. Of course, Zuko and May. Fully dressed at the beach. Zula. Yeah, she's scary.
Hey, you need some help unpacking?
Sure. Thanks. Could you scooch just a little bit more to the... Perfect.
I love these two so much.
This is for you.
Why would I want that?
I saw it and I thought it was pretty. Don't girls like stuff like this?
Maybe stupid girls.
Aww.
Forget it!
Zuko. Jeez. A lot of teenage boys really like this episode, I bet. Maybe some teenage girls.
This is so pretty.
Oh, look at him trying.
I thought since it's so hot. Here.
Thanks. This is really refreshing.
He's trying.
Hey, beach bums. We're playing next. Ty Lee, get over here now!
She's so bossy.
See that girl with the silly pigtails? There's just the slightest hesitation of her left foot. I'm willing to bet a childhood injury has weakened her. Keep serving the ball to her left and we'll destroy her and the rest of her team. Dismissed.
It's volleyball. Zula's so intense. God. Take the fun right out of it. Goodness. Super entertaining, though. I'm not mad at it. It's just...
Yes! We've defeated you for all time! You will never rise from the ashes of your shame and humiliation!
Wow.
I'm having a party tonight. You should come by.
I love parties.
What about me and my brother? You don't know who we are, do you?
Don't you know who we are? We're Chan and Ranjan.
Okay, Ranjan.
Fine, you're invited. Some of the most important teenagers in the Fire Nation are gonna be at this party, so try and act normal.
Do our best.
Why is she always so dark? Like, they always have that music, and it's just always so, like, dun dun dun.
Why didn't you tell those guys who we were?
I guess I was intrigued. I'm so used to people worshipping us.
They should.
Yes, I know, and I love it. But for once, I just wanted to see how people would treat us if they didn't know who we were.
Like waves washing away the footprints on the sand. Ember Island gives everyone a clean slate. Ember Island reveals the true you.
Besides the bathing suit moment, I dig these old ladies. Is it gonna get intercepted? Yep. Jeez. Don't kill it. Okay, cool. Well, I mean, untie it. Oh, wow. I guess as long as the Fire Lord doesn't know about Aang, the better.
You're a little early. No one's here yet.
I heard you telling someone you'd be partying from dusk till dawn. It's dusk, so we're here.
But that's just an expression.
We arrive right on time because we are very punctual.
I love seeing this part of her personality.
That's a sharp outfit, Chan. You could puncture the hull of an Empire-class Fire Nation battleship, leaving thousands to drown at sea. Because it's so sharp.
Thanks.
First one's here, huh?
He thinks he's so great. Well, what do you think of him?
Insecure.
I don't have any opinion about him.
You like him, don't you?
Oh, Zuko, you're so insecure. It's actually kind of adorable, like, just to kind of see it, but if it gets out of hand, not so much.
So how do you know Ty Lee?
I met her at the beach today.
Well, I met her first.
It doesn't matter who I met first, because I like you all.
Oh, God.
But which one of us do you like?
Like...
I don't know.
Wow.
Those boys won't leave me alone. I guess they all just like me too much.
Those boys only like you because you make it so easy for them. You're not a challenge, you're a tease. It's not like they actually care who you are.
Ow. Jesus, Zula.
Okay, calm down. I didn't mean what I said. Maybe I just said it because I was a little...
Jealous?
jealous.
You're jealous of me? But you're the most beautiful, smartest, perfect girl in the world.
Well, you're right about all those things. But for some reason, when I meet boys, they act as if I'm going to do something horrible to them.
Yeah, because
You
that's...
probably would do something horrible to them. I'm sure they're just intimidated by you.
Yep.
Okay, if you want a boy to like you, just look at him and smile a lot and laugh at everything he says, even if it's not funny.
Well, that sounds really shallow and stupid.
Maybe a touch.
Let's try it.
Hey there, sweet sugar cakes. How you liking this party?
Bone chilling.
I'm ready for a tour of the house.
Oh.
Is this your first time on Ember Island? It's a great place, if you like sand. Yeah, it's like, welcome to Sandyland.
Kind of painful.
Your arms look so strong.
I know.
Oh! Didn't expect that.
Together, you and I will be the strongest couple in the entire world. We will dominate the earth!
I gotta go.
Yeah, girl, you're scary. You're so scary. You're so intense. Oh my gosh. I love this episode. Oh, well.
Hey, watch it!
Zuko.
That food was for my cranky girlfriend.
That's what somebody could probably say about me at one point.
Stop talking to my girlfriend.
It's just a party.
Yeah, chill, Zuko. Zuko!
Your temper's out of control. You're so impatient and hot-headed and angry.
Well, at least I feel something, as opposed to you. You have no passion for anything. You're just a big blah.
It's over, Zuko. We're done.
Who broke my Nana's vase?
You're out of here.
Have fun by yourself, loser boy. Nice.
Is it? Jeez. May's not wrong. I support my girl. He's been this way since episode 1 of season 1. Except for like that small window where he was like kind and happy. And it was weird. Was that Uncle Iroh? Probably wasn't his dad. So destructive. I love that little flashback, though. Oh, tough.
You're all gonna think I'm crazy, but it feels like a metal man is coming.
Yo. Oh my God! What is that? Holy crap.
I thought I'd find you here.
Those summers we spent here seem so long ago.
Come down to the beach with me. This place is depressing.
Do we get a brother-sister bonding moment here? doubt it, but it'd be nice.
Hey.
Where's your new boyfriend?
Oh, Zuko.
Are you cold?
Oop.
I'll make a fire. There's plenty of stuff to burn in there.
Whoa, that's intense.
This is crazy! How can we beat a guy who blows things up with his mind?
Jump on Appa. I'll try to distract him.
This guy is so crazy powerful. Like, what? How is he able to do that? That's so intense. I don't have to be weird, but I want the action figure of this guy. Season 3 animation's a level up. I just want to point that out.
Well, that was random. I don't think so.
Yeah.
I get the feeling he knows who we are.
No! You child!
What are you doing?
What does it look like I'm doing?
But it's a painting of your family.
You think I care?
Yes!
You don't know me, so why don't you just mind your own business?
I know you.
No, you don't.
Yes, she does.
You're stuck in your little Ty Lee world where everything's great all the time.
Leave her alone.
I'm so pretty. Look at me. I can walk on my hands. Woo! Circus freak.
Zuko.
You want to know why I joined the circus? Do you have any idea what my home life was like? Growing up with 6 sisters who look exactly like me? I joined the circus because I was scared of spending the rest of my life as part of a matched set. Circus freak is a compliment.
Guess that explains why you need 10 boyfriends, too.
I'm sorry, what?
Attention issues. You couldn't get enough attention when you were a kid, so you're trying to make up for it now.
Yeah.
Well, what's your excuse, May? You were an only child for 15 years. But even with all of that attention, your aura is this dingy, pasty, gray...
I don't believe in auras. I'm sorry I can't be as high-strung and crazy as the rest of you.
Wow.
I wish you would be high-strung and crazy for once, instead of keeping all your feelings bottled up inside.
What do you want from me? You want a teary confession about how hard my childhood was? I was a rich only child who got anything I wanted, as long as I behaved. My mother said I had to keep out of trouble. We had my dad's political career to think about.
Well, that's it then. You had a controlling mother who had certain expectations, and if you strayed from them, you were shut down. That's why you're afraid to care about anything, and why you can't express yourself.
You want me to express myself? Leave me alone!
I like it when you express yourself.
Don't touch me!
Yeah.
My life hasn't been that easy either, May.
Whatever. That doesn't excuse the way you've been acting.
Calm down, you guys. This much negative energy is bad for your skin. You'll totally break out.
Bad skin? Normal teenagers worry about bad skin. I don't have that luxury. My father decided to teach me a permanent lesson on my face. For so long, I thought that if my dad accepted me, I'd be happy. I'm back home now. My dad talks to me. He even thinks I'm a hero. I should be happy now. But I'm not. I'm angrier than ever, and I don't know why.
Iroh.
Who are you angry at?
No one. I'm just angry.
Yourself.
Who are you angry at, Zuko?
Is it Dad?
No, no.
Then who? Who are you angry at?
Answer the question, Zuko.
Talk to us.
Come on, answer the question.
Come on, answer it.
I'm angry at myself.
Why?
Because I'm not sure I know the difference between right and wrong anymore.
I know one thing I care about. I care about you.
Well, those were wonderful performances, everyone. I don't have sob stories like all of you. I could sit here and complain how our mom liked Zuko more than me, but I don't really care.
Yeah, you do.
My own mother thought I was a monster. She was right, of course, but it still hurt.
The
The beach did help us learn about ourselves. I'll always remember this.
You know what would make this trip really memorable?
Oh, God.
We've got some bad news, Chan.
Party's over.
Jeez. You guys don't have to do this. Oh, God. Oh, the memories. It's a phenomenal episode. Like I was just saying, character building. Out the wazoo. I sound like my mother.
Aang, it's time you learned my history with Fire Lord Sozin. You need to understand how the war began, if you want to know how to end it.
Fantastic, yes.
Meet me on my home island on the day of the summer solstice.
Okay, Roku.
Iroh?
You need to know the story of your great-grandfather's demise. It will reveal your own destiny.
Oh, we're gonna get the Sozin story? Is that what the Avatar and the Fire Lord is? Not Aang and Ozai, but Roku and Sozin.
There it is! That's Roku's home!
So it's the summer solstice?
There's nothing here.
Yes, there is. An entire village, all completely buried in ash.
Oh.
What do you remember about our great-grandfather's history?
Fire Lord Sozin began the war, of course. He spent his early years secretly preparing for it. He famously waited for the comet and used its power to launch his full-scale invasion of the world. In the end, he died a very old and successful man.
But how did he die?
He died peacefully, in his sleep.
Well, we all know that some of their history books are askew with what actually happened. That's gorgeous. I love when Roku shows up like this.
What does it mean? The Fire Sages keep the secret history in the Dragonbone Catacombs.
Dragonbone Catacombs? Reminds me of like Game of Thrones, all the dragon heads, all the skulls in the basement. Yeah. Inspiration comes from this, from someplace normal and what you've seen before. Is Iroh gonna be down here? I would really like to see Uncle Iroh.
The final testament of Fire Lord Sozin.
Come, Aang.
Where are we going?
To visit our shared past.
As I feel my own life dimming, I remember my friend.
Looks like I win again, Roku. The tree root did all the work.
They were friends?
You were friends with Fire Lord Sozin?
Back then, he was my best friend.
Oh my god. That's why he had a hard time stopping the war.
Love is hard when you're young.
You don't have to tell me.
Don't worry, it gets better.
It does.
Sozin and I shared many things, including a birthday.
Did something happen to my father?
No, Prince Sozin. We are here to announce the identity of the next Avatar. It is our honor to serve you. Avatar Roku.
Wow. Did Sozin get upset?
Soon the day came when my friend Roku had to leave the Fire Nation. He needed to travel the world so he could master the other elements.
Hey, why aren't you packed yet, all-powerful Avatar?
I started packing, but then the Fire Sages told me I won't need any worldly possessions anymore.
Oh.
Aww.
It happened so fast. Everything's going to be different now.
Here, I hope you're at least allowed to have this.
But this is a royal artifact. It's supposed to be worn by the Crown Prince.
I want you to have it.
I love this.
Do they have bathrooms in the spirit world?
I was like, is that what he's doing?
Hey, we're almost at the Southern Air Temple.
It was the place where I was trained to master airbending, and also where I met an old friend of yours, Monk Gyatso.
Check this out.
Aww.
I can't believe I never thought of that.
Glad to see they weren't perfect.
I can't believe you were friends with Monkey Yatso just like I was.
Some friendships are so strong, they can even transcend lifetimes. After my years mastering airbending, I traveled to the Northern Water Tribe. Waterbending was especially challenging for me.
Because it's the opposite.
But in time, I mastered it as well. I moved on to the Earth Kingdom. My earthbending master, Sud, was uncompromising, stubborn, and
I
blunt.
kind of have a crush on Roku now, too. Stubborn and blunt. Sounds about right.
It was bitter work, but the results were worth it.
That Avatar theme.
12 long years passed before I saw my friend again.
Sozin, or should I say, Fire Lord.
Customarily, my subjects bow before greeting me. But you're the exception.
After all these years, he was still my best friend.
What happened?
And a few months later, he was my best man.
Roku, it's that girl who didn't even know you were alive.
When love is real, it finds a way. And being the Avatar doesn't hurt your chances with the ladies either.
It definitely helps.
What's on your mind?
Yeah.
I've been thinking hard about the state of the world lately.
Sozin, it's my wedding. Dance with someone. Lighten up.
Just hear me out. I was destined to be Fire Lord. You were destined to be the Avatar. Together we could do anything.
Yeah, we could.
Our nation is enjoying an unprecedented time of peace and wealth. Our people are happy, and we're so fortunate in so many ways.
Leave it be.
We should share this prosperity with the rest of the world. In our hands is the most successful empire in history. It's time we expanded it.
Forced it.
The 4 nations are meant to be just that. 4.
Roku, you haven't even stopped to consider the possibilities.
This is the last I want to hear about this.
That was my first real test as the Avatar. It was many years before I learned that Sozin had gone ahead with his plan, despite my warning.
Oh gosh.
How dare you occupy Earth Kingdom territory?
How dare you address your Fire Lord this way? Your loyalty is to our nation first.
What made Sozin go this direction, though?
Don't do this, Sozin. It will only end badly. It's over.
He's more powerful than you.
I'm sparing you, Sozin, but I warn you, even a single step out of line will result in your permanent end.
We still have to figure out the comet thing, though. What did Roku and Sozin die at the same time?
Sozin and I didn't speak or see each other for 25 years after our battle. I spend most of my spare time at my home.
Let's go!
Oh, wow. Don't tell me this is where he dies.
Roku's island was 100 miles away, but I could still feel it rumbling. I had never seen anything like this catastrophe.
Oh, wow. Wow. After Kiyoshi, Roku is just as bad.
You're battling a volcano, and you're winning.
Unfortunately, there was no way I could do it all. Battling the elements was hard enough. I had to do it while I could barely breathe. The poisonous volcanic gases were overwhelming.
It's all right, Bang! Get out of here! I'm fine!
You're not fine. Oh, wow.
Need a hand, old friend?
Sozin?
There's not a moment to waste.
This is so wonderful. Oh!
Don't breathe the toxic gas!
Oh, no!
Please.
Without you, all my plans are suddenly possible. I have a vision for the future, Roku.
I want to say I can't believe it, but I 100% can. Oh.
Wait, that's me, isn't it?
Make sense of our past, Aang, and you will bring peace and restore balance in the world.
With Roku gone, the timing was perfect to change the world. I knew the next Avatar would be born an air nomad, so I wiped out the air temples. But somehow the new Avatar eluded me. I know he's hiding out there somewhere. The Fire Nation's greatest threat. The last Airbender.
That can't be it. Where's the rest of it?
Oh my god.
I found the secret history. The note said that I needed to know about my great-grandfather's death, but he was still alive in the end.
No, he wasn't.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
You have more than one great-grandfather, Prince Zuko. Sozin was your father's grandfather. Your mother's grandfather was Avatar Roku. Understanding the struggle between your two great-grandfathers can help you better understand the battle within yourself. Evil and good are always at war inside you, Zuko. What happened generations ago can be resolved now by you. Because of your legacy, you alone can cleanse the sins of our family and the Fire Nation. Born in you, along with all the strife, is the power to restore balance to the world.
Come on, kiddo, you know it.
This is a royal artifact. It's supposed to be worn by the Crown Prince.
You mean after all Roku and Sozin went through together, Sozin betrayed him like that?
It's like these people are born bad.
No, I don't think that was the point of what Roku showed me at all. Roku was just as much Fire Nation as Sozin was, right? Their story proves anyone's capable of great good and great evil. Everyone has to be treated like they're worth giving a chance. And I also think it was about friendships.
Do you really think friendships can last more than one lifetime?
Yes.
I don't see why not.
Scientifically speaking, there's no way to prove that.
Oh, Sokka, just hold hands.
Oh my gosh. I'm exhausted. So ask and ye shall receive. So much character building. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Zuko being a descendant of Avatar Roku. I mean, it makes sense, but I didn't see that coming, and I'm normally really good at seeing that stuff. Oh, it is about friendships, and there are good and evil on both sides, and that's what I've been saying is we see that when we go to the Fire Nation at the beginning of the season, you know, like the kids were all wonderful, and like even the teenagers on the beach, you know, like they were just regular teenagers. They're just regular good people just doing their thing. The village that's on the river, like there's all these people that are part of the Fire Nation that are not part of the Fire Lord's plan, and they're not responsible for what Sozin did, and they're not responsible for what Ozai is doing. You know, like they're good people on both sides, and there is evil, and I just adore Aang, and I would love for him and Zuko to actually be friends. And the whole beach thing, like I thought it was just going to be like kind of fun vacation, you know, Azula having her volleyball game where she's like blowing shit up and is kind of being just a little bit crazy. I mean, a lot crazy. We know she's crazy. She's a full bag of nuts. But she also, like, when she picks a fight or, you know, whatever it is, she can back it up. But it's funny because I was like, you know, I want to see May smile. And, you know, like, actually what we got was her being sympathetic to Zuko and him admitting that he's angry at himself. They, like, really were calling all of each other out on their shit. And I mean, I absolutely love, I mean, I don't love when Azula's mean, but I love when she was mean to Ty Lee, and Ty Lee was very hurt by it, and then Azula apologized, and she's like, that was kind of mean. And, like, that's the first moment that I've seen her be kind of tender. And her admitting that, like, her own mother didn't like her and thought that she was a monster immediately follows it up with, I mean, she was right, but, you know, like, that's something about her that is her true to her nature, true to her core, that her mother didn't like about her, and that she liked Zuko more. I mean, of course it's going to affect a girl. Absolutely. She's still a piece of work, but, like, her, like, flirting was scary. Like, just like, you're so sharply dressed that you could puncture a Fire Nation ship and then we could rule the world. It's a bit much. She's so intense. I love that about her, but, like, seeing her in a regular everyday situation where she's at a party and people are, like, not wanting to talk to her because, like, she's, you know, I don't want to say like a grumpy Gus, but when you're, like, over off a pillar and you're just, like, making, like, I can rule the world eyes, like, no one really wants to hang out with you. And I get why people are drawn to Ty Lee, and, like, hearing that she had, like, 6 sisters that looked exactly like her and that she was essentially kind of forgotten. She was lost in the mix, and her being a circus freak allows her to stand out and be different. She's right. You know, her being a circus freak, it's like her superpower, because it is. May's was actually really depressing, is that she wasn't really allowed to express herself or be emotional, or, you know, if anything, it would ruin her father's chances of, you know, rising politically. And her mother, anytime, like, she would express herself, would shut that down. It makes total sense. You know, Zuko, I mean, we knew that, like, getting his father's approval wasn't going to change anything. And he's like, my father's talking to me and I'm still angry and I don't know why I'm angry. And then, them being like, who are you angry at? Who are you angry at? I mean, that was like good on them because they like probably knew the answer, which was myself. And when he finally says it, I would think that like there's a little bit of weight that's off of his shoulders because he kind of realizes who he's mad at. And so the only person who can fix it is Zuko. Now, going and learning about his fathers, like the friendship between Roku and Sozin was wonderful. It was wonderful. They were just regular teenagers, like the teenagers that we saw on the beach. That was Roku and Sozin. I don't know what changed in Sozin's mind. It's like one of those things when you have somebody that's around you that brings out all the good things in you. Having Roku be gone and learning about all the other bending and becoming worldly, and then coming back and there was a change in his friend. And that change, like definitely it's not bitter that his friend went away, but he just didn't have that influence anymore. And it allowed him to just probably go a little bit darker, see things a little bit differently. Now, I think, wanting to expand prosperity of your own nation to other nations is fine as long as you work conjunctively with them, cooperatively. But if you're just gonna like take them over, that you can't do that. And I don't like that Roku said that the 4 nations are meant to be 4 and that they're meant to be separate. I don't really believe that to be true. I don't think that they should try to rule each other. They can rule separately and they can have their separate nations, but like, building bridges between all of those nations and working together, like it just goes to show, I mean, the Avatar is essentially, the figurehead of that. What happens when all the nations work together? Look at how powerful they could be. And the fact that, Sozin wanted to conquer rather than work with is where he went wrong. I'm really sad about Roku's death. That was something. To have your best friend leave you to die because he knew that if Roku died, then there'd be a new Avatar. And that he'd be an air nomad. It's really interesting because it was like such a switch. It was just like, you need to know your great-grandfather's history. And it being the Avatar and the Fire Lord, I was like, oh no, Aang has to face the Fire Lord already. And then it was very apparent that it was going to be Roku and the Fire Lord. I didn't expect best friends. I'm so sad. Oh man, this is such great storytelling. Just every episode, I'm just like, oh, maybe it'll be a fun one. It'll be a throwaway. Not that I think The Great Divide is a throwaway, because I didn't hate that episode, but it didn't have the character building that we have in all these other ones. And I mean, let's just say the Great Divide is like an 8.5 out of 10. And then they all just go up from there. So like if your lowest episode is an 8.5, pretty phenomenal. Oh God, these episodes are just life-changing. My gosh, every time I watch one, I just feel like I could walk on air. So good. It's so good. But guys, if you want to watch the full-length reaction to these episodes, they'll be available on my Patreon. And up to 2 reactions early. That's 4 episodes up until episode 9. And then we'll renumber things because of how they are numbered on Netflix. But in the meantime, like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Did you realize that when he said great-grandfather, that they would also be talking about Roku? Because I 100% was like, oh, this is all about Sozin. Wow. Fantastic storytelling. Oh my gosh. I shouldn't be happy about it because it's an incredibly sad story, but like getting the background on that means everything. Like I loved getting a little bit of background on Kyoshi and like getting the background on Roku and Sozin and seeing how that correlates with Aang and Zuko is just phenomenal. Man, this show's amazing. I'm like, everybody should be forced to watch this show, but I know not everybody would pick up the nuances of it. So people who care about character building, good writing, good voice acting, good animation, like just, this is amazing. It's so good, guys. I am so grateful every time I finish one of these episodes, both of these episodes, and the fact that I watched 4 today alone, like, I want to watch more, but like all good things, I'm going to savor the flavor for as long as I can. And then all good things come to an end. So we're trucking along. But guys, come back here for the next couple episodes. It is going to be a wild ride. Okay, I'll see ya.